Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. We're going to talk about Agent Sparx. I presume that's X, not a K, the way it's supposed to be pronounced. But anyway, Defender of Glittera. Alright, so it's cover of one. I got these off of Kickstarter. I actually was like, you know what, give me all the covers. And so I got all the covers. I kind of like this one the most because it's shows the bad guy in the book. So we're going to take this one, move it over to the side. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I got some like AIC Comics swag here. What's relevant to this book? Oh, we got these things. And there's like this right here. Let's see, now that's for Shiksi Marine, or however that's pronounced. I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, here's the little mini print. And was there another one? Yes, there was. And it's a mini print of a photo. Alright, anyway, getting on with the actual book content. I will give you the summary of this book before we even go into reviewing it. It's Demolition Man with cute alien women. End of the story. That's what it reminds me of. So we've got the main character and her friend, and they live on an alien world where everybody is good. It's just like Demolition Man. Like, all the nasty, aggressive tendencies have been removed from the population. Yeah, so there's Sparx, and then there's her partner, Lingzi. Let's move down here so you can kind of get them like that. And they defend this place. They're the cops. And they're kind of like not so bad cop and bad cop. So they start out at the beach, but there's a crime that happens, so we'll just flip right over to that. So here, jewelry store. Meanwhile, at Glittera Jewelers, oh, is it Glittera or Glitteria? It says Glittera here. Oh, whatever. Whatever, I'm not going to nitpick right now. This would match your outfit perfectly. Ooh, I love how it shines. Oh my god, is ice growing on that wall? Creak. Maybe the air conditioner needs to be turned down. Like, they can't even comprehend that this happens. Crash. Sorry to interrupt. I, Hiwa of Shingan, have come to do some shopping. Whoa! Evil has struck. And she is evil. She's a bad lady. She robs the place. We'll talk about the art in a little bit. Boom, you can see how bad she is. It's just like Wesley Snipes' character in Demolition Man. It's just time to kill everybody. And she does. Crash! I love how that's blue, and yeah, that's good work. And so Agent Glittera and her friends show up. They fight. Bam, pow, smack, crack. They win. The head bad guy and some of the minions get away. And then they scheme for the next issue, and we're done. That was the plot. We're going to talk about stuff I like and don't like. The lettering's alright. There's nothing special. Like here, it could be centered. This is left just... See, this box is left justified, and it doesn't go all the way to the right, so either this box needed to creep in a little bit, or you could have just centered the text or something. Like, it's offset just a little bit, and it was enough that it stuck out for me. You see it in all of these boxes. They're all like that. They really shouldn't be. The lettering's otherwise fine. They use this font that looks like handwriting, kind of standard. And I think this is probably a good panel to talk about, or a good page to talk about some art. All right. Okay, see where this is? This line? It's the same angle for them. See? They're in the same place. They're in the same perspective here. He, on the other hand, suggests we're sitting at a different angle. And this thing up here, the board no longer goes all the way across behind them, but instead stops right behind her head, and it's moved down some. The perspective, like you can see it up here. The perspective is off a little bit in a lot of these pages. The art, when I read this, I read it in digital, and I really didn't like the coloring. I really didn't like the coloring. It looks a lot better on paper than it did in digital. But I still don't really like the coloring, and the line art is not always consistent with their faces. Look at them here versus looking at them here versus looking at her here. And even the hair is not consistent. I mean, the lighting didn't change between this panel and this panel. The hair, the way the highlights are, shouldn't have changed between these panels. Now, maybe, you know, you're thinking, oh, well, we've rotated around and we're looking at her from this perspective, and so we're seeing the flats there. But we can see her hair right here. This stuff in the back has highlights, so she should have highlights that go down at least like this. Maybe this part of her bangs are all in darkness, and the underside down here should be, but this should probably have highlights too. There's little stuff like that, little stuff with the line art. It's kind of, what's the right way to put it? It's a very sketchy, painted style. Does that make any sense? The coloring is obviously done digitally, which I'm not necessarily a big fan of. I mean, you can see, like, it just doesn't really work. It's big, bold strokes, and there's no subtlety. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to put the camera down. You're going to look at the profile of that thing, and I'm going to get... yeah, Linda Sedgwick will be fine. Just got to find a page that's not risque. Yeah, this will work. I haven't finished reading this swing, so I haven't done a review on it. I may not do a review on it at all. But the kind of style they're going for here, pretty sure is supposed to be the same kind of style that Linda and her husband make when they're using their art. Like, look at this. It's painted, a little bit rough and sketchy, but it's all edged over with lots of love and care and attention. Like, look at the hair. Like, the hair is the obvious thing. Like, let's look at her hair. Okay. Now let's go over to this similar colored hair here. You can see the extra attention and detail that it got. So the art needs work, is my point. Having said that, this was a really fun little story. I really like Demolition Man. Taco Bell wins the Fast Food Wars. And because of that, I had a great time reading this thing. Even if I think the art could use a little work. The story is fun. The art's good enough. I mean, it's kind of like indie webcomic tier, you know. Yep, and here, you are very welcome. I totally backed this thing, and I don't regret it. This was good. You know, if all the art in the book was done by this person, who was the artist? Oh, I guess it all was by that person. Well, the art here in that back cover image, let's go all the way back. It's really nice. If everything in the book looked this way, it'd be awesome. The rest of the book looks hurried. This looks like time and care was spent. So that is Agent Sparx, Defender Glittera. It's a good read. I enjoyed reading it. I'm glad I waited till the physical to review it, because if I had reviewed it the digital, I would have really ripped the coloring to shreds. I really didn't like how it looked digital, but in physical form, I liked how it looked. It looked a lot better printed. Alright, I'm going to shut up now. You guys have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. See, this is the thumbs up. That's for like. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.